Welcome back to Fairyqueen Talks. This is a space for reflection, self awareness, and gentle truth. I'm really glad you're here. Today, I want to talk about hindsight, foresight, and anticipation, and how, as we grow into ourselves, we begin to understand the quiet ways life prepares us, even when we feel unprepared. As you grow, as you live, as you experience more of life, something subtle begins to happen. You start to understand how life operates, not in a rigid, predictable way, but in patterns, in seasons, in lessons. And with that understanding comes an ability to anticipate, not control, not avoid, but prepare. Preparation doesn't always look like having all the answers. Sometimes it looks like organization. Sometimes it looks like boundaries. Sometimes it looks like emotional readiness, putting things in place just in case something happens. But here's the truth, we all learn sooner or later. There are many things in life that we don't see coming, things we couldn't have prepared for, no matter how organized or intentional we were. Life has a way of surprising even the most prepared person. And I want to ask you something. What if you believed, truly believed, that you already have all the tools and capacity to deal with whatever comes in front of you? Would that belief give you confidence? Would it become a source of strength? Or maybe your quiet superpower? Let's talk about hindsight. Hindsight is a powerful teacher. It's the place we visit moments or revisit moments and think, if only I had done this, or why didn't I listen? Hindsight invites us inward. It asks us to reflect, to learn, to take responsibility without punishment. But hindsight isn't meant to trap us in regret. It's meant to refine us. Every lesson you've learned, every mistake you've made, every time you wish you would have chosen differently, that wisdom didn't disappear. It became part of you. And that's where foresight begins. Foresight isn't about predicting the future perfectly, it's an approach to thinking about what might come and how our actions today shape tomorrow. It allows us to explore possible futures, to make decisions with long term peace in mind, not just short term relief. When things happen that we didn't anticipate, and they will, foresight becomes part of our journey of self awareness. Instead of reacting instantly, instead of letting emotions drive the wheel, we pause. We ask ourselves, what is the long term impact of how I respond to this? What choice brings me more peace in the end? Because reacting is easy, responding with intention is powerful. This is how we choose wisely. Even on our worst days, especially on our worst days, we need a level of readiness, not readiness for perfection, but readiness for the unexpected. When we cultivate flexibility in our mind, our nervous system learns that we are safe, even when things go off plan. And that flexibility allows us to worry less about why something happened and focus more on what we can do now. Problem solving over self blame, presence over panic. Life doesn't always prepare us in obvious ways. Sometimes preparation looks like heartbreak. Sometimes it looks like disappointment. Sometimes it looks like being forced to start again. But your life has a unique way of shaping you for your future. So when you feel unprepared, when you feel like you don't know what you're doing, pause and ask yourself, what in my past has already strengthened me for this moment? What lessons am I standing on right now? And then trust this. The way you are is enough. The tools you've gathered are enough. Your capacity to adapt, to learn, to grow is enough. You may not see everything coming, but you are far more capable than you think. So today, carry this with you. You don't need to control life. You don't need to predict every outcome. You only need to trust that when life meets you, you will meet it with wisdom, courage, and grace. Thank you so much for spending this time with me on Fairyqueen Talks. Until next time, choose peace, choose presence, and trust yourself.